Hello, Facebook friends. I'm talking to Taxpayer Watchdog Tom Sullivan, and Tom actually got the ball rolling on this latest big story, the indictment of St. Louis County Executive Sam Page in connection with spending of taxpayers' dollars on Prop B. Tom, how are you, sir?
Doing fine, Elliot.
Tom, first of all, your reaction to the indictment of County Executive Sam Page?
Well, I'm pleased that the law is finally being enforced, but at the same time, it's kind of sad that we have the second county executive in a row who's been indicted.
So what did you do? Tell me your role in this.
Well, all I did was to put together a complaint as far as spending public money on a particular ballot issue, and that's Proposition B, which was earlier this year. Sam Page was opposed to it. He's spent $30,000, $40,000 of tax money opposing it, and they sent out postcards, and then between the cost of printing and the mailing, etc., it started adding up. And the thing of it was, they just said right on there, this was paid for by St. Louis County, Sam Page County Executive, which was kind of surprising. They didn't really try to cover it up.
What was wrong with that?
Well, it violates the law, obviously. I mean, you can't spend, if you're going to have free and fair elections, you can't have the governmental entity spending money to support their side while the other side doesn't get any support. So that's the essential problem with it. You can't have fair elections if you're going to do this.
What are the accusations against Page?
Well, the most immediate accusation is simply that he spent tax dollars, and they're making it sound like they're turning it into felony theft. So I mean, I'm just surprised that the charges, they're pretty serious.
So what are they accusing him of?
Well, they're accusing him of violating the law, and now they're talking about felony theft because of the fact that he's taking money that's not his right to take. I mean, it's not like the public treasury is his own personal bank account. He has to have a reason to spend it, and he doesn't really. They always try to make stuff up and say, oh, it's for educational purposes or informational purposes only, and of course that's just a dodge. They're violating the law, and I think that's what the grand jury figured out.
Did you first take this to the county prosecuting attorney?
Yeah, well, it was filed with the Secretary of State's office. Mm-hmm. What the Secretary of State's office does is they decide whether the complaint has any validity, and if so, then they pass it along to the county prosecutor. And in this particular case, we have the new prosecuting attorney, Melissa Price Smith, and she decided that it was a conflict for her office to handle it, so she sent it along to the Attorney General's office. So they're the ones who handled it, and then the Attorney General's office got the Missouri Highway Patrol to investigate it.
Are you surprised we got to this point? You've been pushing this for 20 years in many cases, and I've covered a number of other cases where you have made actually the same allegations of people using public money for campaigns. It's kind of an old practice.
I've been at it a pretty long time, going all the way back to the 80s, and the problem is getting anybody to enforce the law, and finally someone has.
Are you surprised that they decided to, the Attorney General decided to pursue it in this case?
I am surprised. Most of the time it ends up with a slap on the wrist. They'll say, well, we agree that maybe we broke the law, but we'll pay a fine or something, and then that's the end of it. That's the usual way these things are handled. This time they've taken it a little bit more seriously.
Obviously, Sam Page, innocent until proven guilty, but this certainly is likely to send a signal to others who may consider the same thing.
I hope it does. You have governmental entities, city councils, counties, school districts especially. They all just blatantly violate the law, and they've been getting away with it for a very long time. So now they might think twice.
Why do you think this law made it so easy to violate? Why do you think so many people violate this particular law? Because it hadn't been enforced? Or what?
Well, yeah, if you can rob a bank and nobody's going to come after you, obviously you're going to have a lot of people robbing a bank, and that's what you had here. They figured nobody's enforcing it, everybody else is getting away with it, I can do it too, and that's what's been going on for many, many years.
How surprised are you when you look at it? This is the second county executive to be indicted. Stinger, of course, pled guilty. but
Well,
went to prison. But this second county executive to be indicted.
yeah, they're starting to say that St. Louis County is starting to look like Springfield, Illinois, in their governors, and I'm afraid that's looking to be true.
How surprising is that, though?
Well, it's
You
always
couldn't expect anything like
no, it's always surprising. I mean, you don't expect that the top elected official in St. Louis County is going to be indicted, and especially with such serious charges. So I don't know if what's going to happen, but it's certainly nothing to be thrilled about.
Tom, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Elliot.
Taxpayer Watchdog Tom Sullivan talking about the indictment of the St. Louis County Executive Sam Page. Tom really helped get the ball rolling by filing a complaint with the Secretary of State over spending of tax dollars to try to defeat Prop B. Page was against it. Spent about $30,000 on it. Sullivan said that was wrong. Obviously, the Attorney General took it up, and grand jury has issued indictments against Sam Page. I, of course, am going to keep you up on all the developments. I did call Sam Page's office to try to get a comment. No one answered the phone.